Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. Ease me, you see that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Aldi to hire 13,000 workers in the US and raising pay. Now, this is quite interesting because I'm not sure how much margin they have left, considering the grocery industry is notoriously cutthroat, with the average profit margin about 2% profit. And Albertsons is one of the largest nationwide grocery stores in the United States. Their last quarterly results show they are about 1.6 profit margin. So it's not a really safe investment. It's very much you make money in the aggregate, but a couple slip ups you can easily start to lose money. Now, this brought to us thanks to Fox Business, which fascinating is somehow still in business, and I can't help but think I account for 18% of their total web traffic these days. So I may be exaggerating by just a little bit. Now, specifically, Daniel Janellis, he's a writer over there, says, quote, Aldi hiring 13,000 workers nationwide and raising pay. Now, specifically diving into the details, he says, quote, Aldi is boosting its staff for the holiday season with plans to hire more than 13,000 store and warehouse workers. Along with boosting its workforce, the grocer announced that it will continue to add new stores across the U.S. while simultaneously preparing for the busy shopping period. To entice applicants, the company also announced it's raising the national average hourly wage as well. The average starting wages for Aldi store and warehouse positions nationwide will jump, geez Louise, from $18 per hour to $23 per hour, respectively, based on the market and position, according to the company. There you can see that iconic German logo over there. They say the company also touted the company's outranks competitors in career opportunities, noting 70% of assistant store managers and more than 30% of store managers started off as associates. They say that workers with more than 30 hours per week will have access to health insurance, paid time off, as well as flexible scheduling, and 100% paid parental and caregiver leave. Which is phenomenally good, especially when it comes to grocery stores. They say any qualified applicants will be invited to interview during the National Hiring Week, which ends September 15th. So, fortunately, a little bit late to the game. This is just the beginning of the holiday hiring rush. Typically, around the season gets underway, groceries, retailers, and companies like UPS and FedEx boost their seasonal workforce to handle the rush. Which is, I was going to say, pretty darn good to say the least in terms of that's going to be a lot. I can't believe they're going to be able to afford this. Yeah, Aldi is one of the fastest growing fast food, I was about to say, a little bit of a speaking faux pas there. One of the largest grocery chains expanding in the United States. As more and more customers are still looking for budget shopping, I can't think they'll continue to grow as well. To me, the kind of the novelty of the Aldi was always a weird thing where, and it makes sense, brilliant idea. In order to get a shopping cart from an Aldi store, you have to put a quarter in. A lot of people call it the quarter place, and it's a brilliant way to cut down costs in terms of a lot of these brick and mortar stores like Walmart and Target. They have to actually pay an employee to run around the parking lot and pick up the shopping carts from morally vacuous, mentally vacuous people who will not return them. Who, again, if you have the bodily ability to get the cart yourself, you certainly have the bodily ability to return it. You think you're just lazy or enough to not do it. Although that's just my small soapbox that I usually stand at every once in a while. It blows my mind that some people can be so lazy that they cannot return their cart. Ridiculous, pathetic. But nevertheless, to combat that, it's an instance where all the charts actually change together, and there's a little locking mechanism at the handlebars of each one of these carts where they actually lock into each other. And if you want to get one out, you have to put the quarter in, and it pops it out, and you shop, and then when you connect it back, well, then the quarter pops out. Unfortunately, not a lot of Americans carry change these days, as the government has made inflation so bad where, I mean, cash is basically not worth so little, no one carries any pocket change on them that I know of. So I'm not sure how long it's going to be an interesting running novelty at Aldi, but again, really great idea. Also has some interesting ways where you'll bring your own bags to the store, so they cut down the cost of that. Last time I shopped there in college, I remember they would only give you like the shipping containers that the product came in terms of if you didn't have your own packaging. And I think maybe they'll upsell you if you want to actually buy one or just a container. And the food is always incredibly competitive, a great value. And to me, the only issue is Walmart has more locations, and Walmart has darn near everything from obviously printer paper to ammunition to your great value or Walmart branded foods. So to me, they just have a much larger product portfolio that enables one-stop shopping for darn near everything needs. I think Aldi might get there eventually, But yeah, pretty impressive to see. I think a lot of people are going to shop there Aldi even more as we have unprecedented economical and political uncertainty in the United States, and a lot of people are starting to lose their jobs and starting to look at ways to cut costs. And groceries is the number one thing that you control in terms of your budget allocation and decreasing the total cost. So it's a great way to kind of cut the family budget. And let me know, is there an Aldi near you? Do you think will you actually increase your shopping percentage? If you are an Aldi customer, do you think you'll shop there even more with these hard times when you're looking for more value? And what's your favorite thing about shopping at Aldi? Let me know in the comments because, as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.